Hello, welcome to Ven's Mouth Noises. I'm going to talk to you today about meditation. So meditation is, I guess it's one of those topics that people get a little scared of because we don't understand what it is, or we don't think that we can do it, or we've heard someone once say that you just have to stop thinking, and anyone who's tried that understands that it's pretty hard to stop thinking. People like Sadhguru or the Dalai Lama, these guys that have been meditating for decades, they have achieved this. They have put in some serious hours and time. But we can do this at home too, and it's not scary, it's not hard, it's a little confronting, let's put that out there, because, well, you're alone with yourself. You can't lie to yourself anymore because you know the truth about you. This is more about being okay with your truth, being in your truth, sitting in your truth, respecting your truth, and focusing on your truth. There's so many different ways to actually do meditation. Some things, like even physical things like gardening, meditative. For me, building things out of timber, very meditative. As you can see in the background, it's my over the toilet timber stand. Very meditative. You get in a zone, you get in a flow, and I guess that's really what meditation is to me, is like getting in a flow state of focused consciousness. How I start off is I just have worked on breathing, something that we do without thinking. In fact, we don't control breathing, we just breathe. Our human just does that. So for me, focusing on learning how to breathe properly. For example, you don't, when you breathe, like if your shoulders move, you're really kind of restricting your lungs' intake of oxygen. So when you practice breathing into down into your diaphragm, down into your tummy, and you just focus on practicing that skill alone, that is how you really distract yourself from all of the goings on and all of the thoughts in your life. This is how we find focus, is really focusing on something else. Focus on something quite boring, if that. Breathing isn't that exciting. It's exciting enough to maintain your focus. It will take time. Your mind will wander away. You'll be so deeply into a story that you'll wonder how you even got there. In fact, you probably won't even remember how you got there. But it's in those moments when you realize, oh, I'm deep in a thought now, I'm supposed to be meditating, go back to my breath. Instead of saying like, you can't even do it, like treating yourself poorly during meditation. I'm guilty of doing this. But this is another beautiful part of meditation, is we learn to be more conscious of ourselves. We see our thoughts for the kinds of thoughts they are, rather than the story in which it involves. And that is like a story that helps me to feel good, or a story that helps me to feel not good. So a story that we get caught up in, a story that's distracting us, a story that, makes us feel vindicated or the victim, and it's so dramatic that we get so involved and we don't even realize, and all of a sudden we're like, wow, I got pretty deep with this ridiculous story. Usually a fabricated future of confronting someone, or like sticking it to them, or getting getting your own, or getting someone back, or having them have bad things happen in their lives too. But this isn't good energy, this isn't good vibration, this is pretty low vibration. So if we're trying to learn to meditate, which is a high vibrational experience because it's so calming, yeah, it's just so calming. Meditate, try it. There's beautiful guided meditations all over YouTube. I think it was Tony Robbins who said that if you don't have 20 minutes to spend working on yourself every day, then don't be surprised if you feel lost. 20 minutes is nothing. Some people spend more than that on the toilet. In all honesty, you could probably meditate on the toilet. You can meditate anywhere, doing anything at any time with anyone. You can come back to your breath. That's another beautiful aspect of meditating too, is that when you find yourself in a situation outside of a meditative state where you know you need to make a decision, or you're feeling pressure, or you're feeling anxiety, or you're feeling anything but a nice feeling thought, is you can close your eyes, or you can glaze your eyes over and just focus on your breath. Come back to your breath, and in that moment you will find stillness enough that your inner voice will probably give you the actual answer that you are seeking for whatever dilemma you are in. When we do quiet our mind and quiet our thoughts and observe our thoughts as merely that, thoughts, and not identifying who we are, then we get in line with hearing our inner voice, hearing our true voice, our source energy, our God voice, our whatever, divine, Gaia, Mother Nature, whatever you want to call it. That's what that voice is. That voice is the ever-present high vibrational energy that binds everything together and keeps us all connected. You'll also find that as you meditate for longer and longer and practice it more and more, you'll find that you connect with people on a much deeper level. You'll stop doing small talk and all of this nonsense that we do to sort of like be polite, but I don't understand how being inauthentic is being polite. G'day mate, how you going? Good, thanks. Hey, what do you want? Like, why even say any of that? It's just make a noise to determine the threat level. I'm not really sure, but instead of saying, you know, those sorts of things, you'll find yourself connecting deeper with people as you meditate more and more, and you'll actually find that more and more people will talk to you about meditation, because everybody either is doing it, wants to do it, has done it. People feel guilty for not doing it more and more. You'll meditate when you need to meditate, but if you're feeling a calling towards it, listen. That's an important voice to listen to. Things that call you towards high vibrational activities. And it's also a beautiful way that you can show yourself love. You can do it in the privacy of your own mind. That's the beautiful thing about this, is it's not something that anyone will judge you for. The only person that will judge you for it is you. And please, please stop judging yourself. You don't deserve to be treated that way. You're wonderful. You're beautiful. You're exactly who you need to be, because you are that beautiful person. All right. I've been ranting long enough. Let's find better ways to love ourselves, easier ways to love ourselves. Meditating isn't hard, it's not scary. Get involved, do a little bit of research on it first if you're skeptical. Ask me some questions if you like, we can totally talk about it. It's been one of the most beneficial add-ons that I've adopted in my life. The things that I have learned about myself, my patterns, my behaviors, my conditioning, the world we live in, the world I live in, the world I create, the world I've created, the situations I've been in, all my experiences. Meditation has shown me how to find gratitude for all of them and find the lessons in them. Therefore, no regrets. Regrets are guilt, and guilt is a personal hell. Don't put yourself in hell. It only exists in your mind, and that is from guilt. Stop feeling guilty. You've done nothing wrong. You're a beautiful person. You've just had experiences. That is it. Just your labeling and your conditioning towards labeling that deems things good, bad, positive, negative. Just look at it as vibration. High vibration or low vibration. Does it make you feel good or does it not make you feel good? Pretty simple. Love yourself.